The Adventures of Beekle,
The Adventures of Beekle.
the unimaginary friend.
The Unimaginary Friends.
Okay. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created.
He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created.
Here, they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child.
Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child.
Good. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name.
Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name.
He waited for many nights,
He waited for many nights,
but his turn never came.
but his turn never came.
His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him.
His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him.
So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable.
He did the unimaginable.
He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things.
He
Sailed through
sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things.
But thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on.
But thinking about his friend
Gave him
gave him the courage to journey on
until he reached the real world.
until he reached the real world.
The real world was a strange place.
The real world was a strange place.
No kids were eating cake.
No kids were eating cake.
No one stopped to hear the music.
No one stopped to hear the music.
And everyone needed nap time.
And everyone needed nap time.
Then he finally saw something familiar.
Then he finally saw something familiar.
So he followed.
So he followed.
He had a good feeling about this place.
He had a good feeling about this place.
But he looked everywhere and he could not find his friend.
But he looked everywhere and he could not find his friend.
He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come.
He
Climbed
climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come.
But no one came.
But no one came.
He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad.
He thought about how far
He'd
he'd
come,
come and how long
he'd waited.
and felt every sad.
요거만 수정하자. Felt very sad.
Very sad.
Then he heard a noise below.
Then he heard a noise below.
Hello!
Hello.
Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right.
Her face was
Friendly
and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right.
Okay. At first, they weren't sure what to do.
At first, they weren't sure what to do.
Neither of them had made a friend before.
Neither of them had
Made,
a friend before.
but
But
after a little while, they
they
realized
realized
they were perfect together.
they were perfect together.
Beekle and Alice had many new adventures.
Beekle and Alice had many new adventures.
They shared their snacks.
They
Shared
shared their
snacks.
snacks.
They told funny jokes.
They told funny jokes.
Okay. The world began to feel a little less strange.
The world began to feel a little less strange.
Okay. And together they did the unimaginable.
And together they did the unimaginable.
자, 이것으로서 이 책은 완전히 끝났습니다. 박수 치겠습니다. 고생했습니다. 짜짜짜짜.